Hi everyone, hope you're all well. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me. I said it could be about anything, but a lot of you asked about Singapore, so I thought it'd be appropriate to bring Justin, my boyfriend, into the video so we can answer your questions about Singapore. There's like literally one question that isn't Singapore related. So we're going to go ahead and get started and answer your questions. So the only question that was not Singapore related is, did I study at university? And the answer is yes, I did. I studied for 3 years doing a media makeup course. I did a foundation degree and then a BA honours. That's how we met actually at uni. So the first question is living in Singapore expensive, like everyday needs, grocery shopping and homeware decor?
No.
Okay, elaborate on that.
Not expensive.
Okay, Justin, you have to answer. Okay, do you think grocery shopping is expensive?
Not expensive. Same as the UK.
No, I disagree.
Why?
Because fruit is so expensive.
Fruit is.
Vegetables are
no,
so
but you
expensive.
can go to a fruit market and get it quite cheap.
Like we usually
Depends
go
where you
to,
get it.
we usually go to a place called Cold Storage, which is quite expensive. It's really overpriced actually. And there was literally like 4 apples the other day, and it was about $10, which is like £5. It's really stupidly expensive. Like strawberries are really expensive, so I never get those. But I think it does depend on where you go. I know fair price is really cheap. Yeah.
In Europe, you can get everything from one shop, but as in Singapore, you couldn't necessarily do that. So it'd be quite expensive. You have to really look at where you go.
I really miss like Tesco's and Sainsbury's and Asda, just stupid things like that, because even like homeware, like you get really cute homeware stuff in like Tesco and your groceries at the same time, whereas here I find it a lot more difficult. For homeware decor, I usually just go to places like Typo. As I've said before, we don't have like our own whole flat, so we don't really buy home decor, but I get little pieces from say like Typo or IKEA.
Yeah, but they got IKEA, so
yeah,
it's exactly
IKEA.
the same. Exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay, what do you do for a living in Singapore?
I'm an engineer.
And now I'm kind of working in social media for a Cashback website. Try to speak Singlish. I don't want to embarrass myself,
No.
but we do it at home sometimes as a joke. We're like, no, la.
Yeah.
When we say can and cannot, and then walao.
Damn good la.
Walao.
Can ready.
Everyone at work says damn good, damn
good.
nice.
Yeah.
So that makes me laugh. Which means like so good or so nice, but they say damn instead of, we would say like so. Okay, that was embarrassing. Will you be spending Christmas in Singapore or in the UK?
Neither.
Neither. We are actually going to Bali for Christmas this year, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be really weird, like not being with our families for Christmas. It'll be the first time that we haven't spent Christmas with our family.
First time ever. First year ever.
Yes, but our friend here, he actually lives in Singapore. His home's in Singapore. His home is in Bali, so we are going back to spend Christmas with him and his family, which would be really nice. We haven't been to Bali yet either, so
yeah, and it's only 2 hours away, so
yeah,
it's
it's
quite
only
close.
a 2-hour flight. So that would be good. We're only going for like 3 days, but it'll be a nice little break. If you want us to vlog that, let me know, because I would quite like to film that. What is your favourite place to eat in Singapore, and what's your favourite Singaporean food?
Chicken rice, national dish.
I don't like
But
chicken
it's nice,
rice.
I like it.
Justin likes
Every day. I have chicken rice every day at work.
Justin's a big fan of food courts and the hawker centres, whereas
They're the best. They're really cheap, really nice, and you can get everything. You get whatever you want.
But I have a bit of a stomach issue, so I try to avoid rice and noodles as much as I can, which is really hard in Singapore. But what's our favourite? We love dim sum.
Dim sum.
What's that place called? Jasmine.
Crystal Jade.
Crystal Jade. I always call it Jasmine Garden. I don't know why. Crystal Jade does amazing dim sum.
Dim sum.
And then that place I was talking about today, I think it's called Korean. What's it called?
Japanese Gourmet Garden.
Yeah, or Korean Gourmet Garden, something like that. And they do really nice ramen and then gyoza. I love gyoza. And yeah, we have like so many snacks at work. I like Hello Panda, yeah, things like that.
Your work's a bit nicer than mine. I don't have any of that.
Yeah, we have like unlimited snacks and sweets. I know quite a lot of the Singaporean.
We got a water
snacks.
dispenser at my work.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, and I tried green tea the other day for the first time, jasmine green tea, and I hate it so much, so sorry about that. What is your favourite thing about Singapore? There's a lot of things.
There's a lot. You couldn't nail it down to one.
Okay, would you want to say some?
Some. It's very safe.
Yeah, very
clean,
safe.
Very cheap to get around anywhere. Buses, trains, taxis.
Someone commented the other day.
So cheap.
Saying that they're from Singapore, but you can't believe that I think taxis here are cheap. But
insane.
So
Save in the UK, if you used to get a taxi,
like a 20-minute ride,
you step into the taxi and you have to pay £3, $3.50. That's about $7 already. Not even gone anywhere. Here, you can get a 20-minute journey. It costs you $7, the same price.
Yeah, which is like
it's cheap.
£4.
It's really cheap.
So it is very cheap.
Trains, buses, same.
Yeah.
Very cheap.
Yeah, very safe. You don't ever have to worry about getting anything nicked or walking on the streets on your own. You don't need to worry about that. I love the sunshine. I've said that before. The weather makes you so much more happier. The social life we love. There's so many places to go. Like, we're never bored on a weekend.
It's just a happy place. It's a happy.
We were saying, like,
when
we were back at home, what would we do on a weekend? Like, go to cinema, go to Nando's, just like boring stuff. But here, there's always something to do. And the other day we went to an escape room thing, didn't we?
No, that's good.
There's a place called Escape, and then you have to escape out of these rooms with all these different clues and stuff. Like, just fun stuff to do with like your friends. The list is endless.
There's so much around.
Yeah.
Every weekend is something new, something different.
Yeah. And of course, the fact that we can travel so easily is another huge benefit. Okay, what do you miss most about the UK?
Friends and family. That's about it.
I'd say friends and family, and then fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
A nice Indian.
Yeah.
And Tesco. It's just so stupid to say that, I know. Just
Tesco's.
like Tesco's.
Tesco's, yeah.
Or like Primark. We're just like popping down, just quick, you know, where you need to go to find something.
Yeah, but that's just having the local knowledge.
Yeah.
It's only because we've been here, 8-9 months now.
Yeah.
That if you live in the UK in a town, you know exactly where everything is. Oh, I need to go and get so-and-so. So in your mind, you know exactly where to go, whereas Singapore is still fresh and new, so you don't know where's the best place to get the best price.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of research.
And the fact that we can't just drive there, I suppose, doesn't help either.
But then the buses and trains go basically to everywhere anyway.
True.
So it's not an issue.
Yes. How long do you think you'll stay in Singapore for? So Justin's contract is for 3 years, and then we're gonna see what happens. We don't know yet. When we meet people that have lived here a long time, they say that 3 years is enough, which I don't know what that really means, to be honest. I don't see
But then it depends on your own personal experience.
It depends if you want to start a family, it depends where you want to be, it depends on your circumstances, what you want to be doing.
But it depends on, say, your personal experience, because you could say to some people, oh, going to university, what was your experience of that? Some people absolutely love it, some people hate it. So some people, Singapore, it might not be for them. So we can't speak for everyone, but our own personal experience, I think you can live here forever quite happily, quite easily.
Like the thought of moving back to the UK really bothers me, but like I wouldn't want to move back, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel homesick, and do you enjoy your current lifestyle more than in the UK? Yes, definitely enjoy it a lot more.
It's just in the UK you get stuck in that route. Well, it's seasonal, so you get 4 different seasons. In the summer, you've got, because it's light early in the mornings, it doesn't get dark until say 9-10 at night, and the sunshine gives you a lot more energy, a lot more motivation to go out, because you don't mind being outside. Whereas Singapore, it's warm. Well, it's raining now.
It's actually raining now.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter.
It's warm, but it could rain for an hour, and then the sun comes back out, it dries up, and as if it's a summer day again.
Yeah. So
you just got a lot more motivation to go out and do things.
And I really have suffered from that sad syndrome in winter. It really affects my mood, and I feel very depressed in autumn and winter. So to have the sun out all the time just really does make you feel better.
Bring it back to the UK. You go to work, you come back. Obviously Singapore, they working days are long.
Oh yeah, we haven't mentioned this. Okay, so working hours are very long.
Working hours are very long.
And I work 10 hours in a day, and I'm expected to do more than that.
But you'd be contracted, your contract might be for 44 hours a week, but you'd easily work 50, 55, 60, easily. And you don't get paid overtime, it's just salary.
On the weekend, like I'm up and raring to go and do something.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was at home, I'd just be like, nah, just stay in this weekend. But here you don't feel like that at all.
But I think that's weather based, because in the summer you would feel like that.
Yeah.
But in the winter, all you want to do is sit in.
Yep. And do we ever get homesick? I do get homesick, and I found that every time I do go back, we went back in October back to the UK, and after I came home after that, I felt really homesick again. So I think once you go home and you come back, you that will make you more homesick. I think after a while you settle back into things again, but yeah, I think that's the only time I get really homesick.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question is, what would your beauty or hair tips or hacks be when you're somewhere very humid like Singapore? Are there any products that really last despite the heat? As you can see, my hair has got shorter and shorter over the months. I think I need to stop cutting it now. I would definitely say cut your hair. If you've got really long hair, you're going to really struggle with long hair in Singapore. I would recommend maybe cutting it. I cut mine just before I came out, but as I said, it's got shorter and shorter just because I can't, like, when I do go out in the humidity, it does mess it up. Like, if I straightened it now like this, it will start to go curly by the time I get to work. Can't really do a lot about that. I haven't really played around with products for my hair, but I just try to keep it as short and simple as possible. So I'd say probably, like, don't put too much effort in, because it's not going to last, I don't think. You could put a ton of hairspray in, but it'll probably still go back to frizzing. And then for makeup, again, I really try not to wear makeup in the week. I only try to wear makeup on the weekends just because I can't be bothered, and I'm in an aircon office all week, so I just slap a load of moisturiser on and leave it at that. But I do have this shine control cream that my friends gave me before I came out to Singapore. I'll link it down below for you if you're interested. But I do think this definitely reduces shine before I apply my makeup, but that's literally like the only thing I use. Sometimes I use like a setting spray just to set everything into place. That's a thunder. That is about it, and I don't really have that many tips. I say just wear sun cream throughout the day whenever you can.
The humidity it's got to be good for your skin, because all the locals here
have amazing skin.
They have good skin, and then say, one common question they'll ask you over here is, how old are you? What's your name? How old are you? Seems to be the second question they will ask. And then you ask the same question back, and you're always shocked by their age. Because they're so young. You think, no way.
Everyone looks so young.
They look so young.
Yeah. Great
so the
skin.
humidity, it's got to be good for your skin. There's a couple of questions that people haven't asked that I think is quite a good thing to know.
What?
Moving to Singapore, is it easy?
Oh.
It's not easy. But all you have to do, generally people say, oh, you need to have at least a degree to come over to get the employment pass. You don't have to have a degree. One of our friends doesn't have a degree, but he's got experience working. So it's more experience they'll look for, because they will ask the question, what have you got to offer to Singapore than, say, a Singaporean local? Why are they going to pay more for you rather than give it to a local person? So you do have to have that experience. And another thing that no one asked is, obviously we were quite nervous moving to Singapore. Do we regret it? No. Even if you're scared, I wanted to say that actually. Before we left, it was quite scary. We had 2 weeks to prepare, 2 weeks to get flights, book everything, and say, right, we're just going to get on the plane and go. But it's the best thing. Yeah,
I'd say if you're definitely offered some kind of opportunity, if it's to Singapore, if it's to anywhere, I would just say yes. Just say yes.
Because if you don't enjoy it, you can always go back.
And what have you got to lose?
But if you don't do it, then you don't know what you're missing out on.
And you'll regret it.
You'll never know. You'll never know.
Cool.
Yeah, mate.
I think we'll wrap it up there. Okay guys, so I think that's everything. If you have any more questions for us, please leave them down below, or if you have anything like more directed towards me, fashion and beauty, let me know down below. And I hope this video was helpful for you all. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.
Roll safe.
Bye.